Top of all of these, my name is Han, and welcome to, or should I say, welcome back to part 2 of What If Deku Was in the Mannequin Doll universe. I was trying to figure out a word. So, yeah. So, in part 1, I forgot to mention that this will be the last what if before tomorrow. Reason why is I'm letting my brain settle down before it overcooks and smoke comes out of my ears. So, where we left off, the Class 1A, Class 1B, and the support course saved Zumi's brother from the Between Dimension. Basically, a mannequin doll world where because in that world, you could feel people, but they can't feel you. So, yeah. And plus, Zuko was slowly losing his mind. Yeah. And this is what I'm trying to, mention. Imagine Zumi on this side, this side, here. And the Zuku's on that side. Yeah. So, yeah. So at this point, Zuko is at 20. So he's a pretty tall guy. He's a jacked up guy. Because he's trained his entire body. From start to finish. And, yeah. Start from, when he was born, he trained himself to use the toilet. And and he also trained himself to change his own diaper when he was only 2 years old. Or 1 year old. So, yeah. So, yeah. So Zuko ends up going. So, yeah. He was wondering, or he hangs out with Todoroki and Bakugo and the boys. And Mr. Ozawa says, man, your age of 20, man. He looks more buffed up than All Might is. Yeah. And plus, as I have met you before, Mr. Ozawa, but when I was trapped in there, I saw you and I was like, man, after if I get out of here, then I would probably introduce myself. So, yeah. So he does. As Eraserhead says, you knew about me? Yeah. So, he ends up walking. So, All Might was he could sense that Zuko also knows there's only two people that do know that about One for All, but All Might didn't notice that a third person actually do know um oh now that the One for All. So All Might walks Zuko into have a private conversation, and All Might was like, wanted quietly as he looks around and he goes in. So you know about One for All, right? Yes, I also know that you gave my sister her that. And so, yeah. Sorry, my foot is itching. As All Might's like, man, so you know a thing or two about it. So, here. I'm just gonna change the scenery so that as All Might thought, if Zuko could, if he knows about One for All, then as he asks him, you know about how I gave your sister One for All. Yeah, I was literally standing behind my own sister, or right beside her, when you gave One for All to her. As he's kind of surprised because he knew that All Might, or no, All Might knew who that, or still in shock when Zuko heard, or no, was there when. So, as he tells him, don't worry, All Might, it's all. I haven't told anyone, so. But do go easy on my sister, okay? In training, okay? Okay? As All Might could sense, and that Zuko's a good kid, and as he could sense kindness. So, yeah. And plus, Zuko also knows that because he has seen All Might's just like buff down counterpart. Hurt so many times. And he even saw the wound that was on All Might's side. So Zuko who says, there's one thing that really annoys me about you. It's not like you're annoying me, but there's something on that you probably need to be taken care of. And that would be, have you ever thought about becoming, or like going back to like your prime aim, All Might? Like what All for One found his way? Well, I never thought about that. Because, see, I have a limit on. You know my limit. Yeah, because of that stupid wound on my side. Yeah. Well, that's one thing that same wound on your side is annoying me. That's why. Okay? So let me fix that for you. And Zuko puts his hand out as he puts it on All Might's chest. Just as All Might could feel the wound like rewinding back to where it was. It's like he would rewind it back to his prime. So his time limit of his own, like, I'm All Might thing, without like transforming back into his weak form, his strong form. So yeah, Zuko fixed him. And yeah, Zuko, you know, as All Might could sense, kid, you can and be the most powerfulest one. And what's your quirk? Well, I really don't know. Because when my sister has a quirk of fire breath. Yeah. But I really don't know what mine is. Because being trapped in that world felt like days gone 2 weeks. Like, a days got shorter and shorter. Years became months, then months became days, and yeah, for me. So, that's what I felt. Oh. As All Might could sense, as he could not believe that this kid hasn't really done so much in his life. You know, so, yeah, Zuko, who told All Might that one thing that really grapples on, like, that I always claw at myself for, to spend time with the rest of ya. So, with some movement, because all of you who weren't moving, I was the only one. And All Might was like, yeah, but you're probably like were you going crazy when, as All Might asks him in a super serious tone, did your, like, time, or did the you being born in that dimension and give you like a scariest thoughts, like meeting your own sister. The yeah, but being so alone with seeing mannequin dolls after mannequin dolls of versions of all of you, it kind of drives me insane. And, I see. I would be too if I was stuck in that dimension. Yeah. But I feel so much better. So then All Might agrees that no one should have. Yeah. And there's a reason why Zuko was born in that universe. Was that his mother, Inko, was, when she was young, or she was dating Asashi, and she went to this lab, like it was a field trip thing, and a laser accidentally hits Inko, but she was unaffected by it. But she did not notice that her DNA was basically created an alternate one. Basically, she lives in movement one, but yeah. So after Inko and Asashi got married and did that deed, and yeah, but then the power surged and went right into Zuko instead of Zumi. So yeah. So let's get back on track. Yeah. So all my so Class A and Class B celebrated Zuko's his 20th birthday. Because yeah, he when he pulls the, sorry, my nose is itching. So yeah, so Zuko so no one knew what to get him. So they just randomly get stuff. But Zuko, who was a little bit depressed, but not depressed. He's more of he kind of feels joy seeing, because everybody that he seen as mannequin dolls for rest of his life he was so depressed through the entire thing. But then when at the end of the part 1, where they brought him back as a big buff guy, a 20-year-old, yeah, home, he ends up as Asashi's I could tell that you're always depressed. Yeah. My emotions are conflicting right now. It's just living in that world, Hisashi. As the Class A, Class B wants to know what was that world about. As he tells them that as he took a picture of everybody and he asked Momo to like create some like mannequin doll things, like the movable dolls, like life-size ones. And so everybody, her name left him, and he like made an exact same copy of the entire world, or exact same copy. Of the picture. So then when the students came back in, they see themselves just sitting there. And Sashi, or Inko, or not Inko, no, Zuku ends up, I'm trying to go through names, so Zuku ends up, this is what I see. When I was in that world. As Sashi, or not Sashi, Inko, or no, the Class A and Class B were like, whoa, so all this time who saw us? Yeah. As those, like, this is just an example when I, like, see. Wow. That's crazy, bro. As Bakugo was surprised, and even Todoroki was surprised. Yeah. So yeah. How surprised? And when All Might saw, like, a doll version of himself, and yeah, everybody's like, man, did that drive you crazy? As one of the classmates says that, did that drive you insane? Yeah. Or I kind of almost lost my mind, but other than that, it's um, yeah. So let me get rid of the, yeah. So, as everybody was like, yeah, they could not believe that to his eyes, he sees when he was, some of them are like, that's understandable. We could not see you because, or hear you. Huh. Yeah. So then, Zuko ends up, as every single person was like, yeah, blaming themselves. Oh. As Todoroki's like, man, yeah. He kind of feels bad for Zuko having to be born and stuck in that world home for the rest of the life. As Todoroki walks over to Zuko and tells him that, but now you're here with the rest of us. Yeah. I'm really glad to have all of you. So, yeah. So Sashi, or actually Ochako and Momo, ends up dating a 20-year-old Zuko. And, of course, the time skip. So I'm skipping the overall fight. So, yeah. So, the, yeah. So, yeah. Ochako and Momo, who ended up dating Zuko, no, and or because of time skip, they got married to him, and so, yeah. Plus, Zuko has the power of infinity and zero, so, yeah. But he wants to, like, go, or he uses his powers to create some interesting quirks to fuse with Ochako and Momo's gravities things and creation. So, yeah. So then yeah. Yeah. So, basically, yeah. The, as everybody's like, and of course, Ochako and Momo had their kids, and yeah. And and Zuko made sure that they weren't born like what he went through. So, yeah. So, there was about 19 kids from Ochako, and yeah, both Ochako and Momo had 19 kids. So, yeah. Okay? So, yeah. So this is the end of the what if, and give me a minute. Sorry about that. So, yeah. So Zuko, yeah. So this is the end of the what if. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and do all the fun things. Peace out, y'all. Peace.